All right, guys, what is going on? My name is Pipe Bomb City, and welcome to a little news video here. Again, coming out of nowhere, this fucking month and counting April has been full of crazy shit. And this is WWE's spring cleaning. They do this every year around this time where they release at least over 5 people, and they do it every fucking year. And this is the same, I guess. So I'm not going to be talking about every one of these people, just the ones that I actually find important. I'm not going to be talking about Cameron. I'm not going to be talking about El Torito or Hornswoggle. And I'm probably not going to be talking about Zep Colter. I'm going to be discussing Sandow, Marella, Barrett, and Riley, but that's it. Before this video begins, guys, I'm on the road to 50 subscribers. I'm going to try and hit that before July or June. Either one's fine with me. I really don't care. But be sure to check out my Instagram at instagram.com/pipebombcity. We're almost at 3,000 followers. Almost there, guys. And be sure to subscribe, like this video, and comment your opinions. So usually for my videos, I have a little bit of notes. This is not one of those videos. I kind of just want to talk about this because I kind of have a lot to say on Instagram, but I didn't want to just put paragraphs for each fucking post. So here I am now, and I'm making this video for y'all to listen to, all right? So I'm not really going to go in order or anything, but let's just kind of start with Sandow, all right? Because this one I have a lot to say about, all right? So Damien Sandow being released, I have a few issues with this. You know, one of them is the release itself, okay? Now, the fans can say all they want, like, oh, you should have pushed Sandow, and oh, he deserves this and that, but, you know, I'm going to get into that later. And he kind of did, you know, because I think every time he's really had a chance, he's done really well with it. But WWE doesn't give a fuck, and they do what they want anyways, and he ended up getting released here. Honestly, I'm going to just say right now for Marella, Sandow, all these fucking guys, especially Barrett and stuff like that, I'm really not that upset as most people, okay? And I bet you're like, oh, but they deserve more, and that's exactly why they should be released, you know, because they do deserve more. And what were these guys doing? You know, Colter is fucking gone. Sandow, I haven't even seen him. He's, you know, jobbing out to Raw every few months. Riley, I haven't seen that fucker. El Torito and Hornswoggle, fuck those guys. Cameron, god damn it, not doing shit, you know. Marella had a Legends contract, I think, and then Barrett, you know, he wasn't really doing anything, and everyone's complaining that he deserved more. So that's my issue with all these, you know, because like, or my issue with the fans really, because everyone's always saying like, oh, he deserved more. That's exactly why it's not that bad that they're getting released, you know, because Barrett actually asked to leave early, I believe, or either he talked to the company about it and they agreed to let him go early. He didn't want to make his contract full, which is fine. I really don't care. It's not like they were going to have some big celebration. Thank you, Barrett. WWE is not about that. Okay, well, at least for a mid-card guy, you know. So, talking about Sandow, though, okay. Again, I really do think he deserved more, but to be fair, if he wants to keep on wrestling, he can go do that. He can fucking do amazing things as that character that he should have had for many years. It could have been a world champ. But you know what? That didn't happen. Ended up becoming a jobber. And I don't understand why. You know, because I felt like he was really getting good heat when he had that Money in the Bank contract. But as soon as he lost to Cena for that world title, that was it. You know? Can you name one memorable thing? Okay, this is Sandow, not Mizdow. Can you name one memorable thing that Damien Sandow, again, not Mizdow, did since he lost to Cena? He had an IC title feud the next month with Big E and lost. You know, and then there was that. You know, and then he started doing impersonations, and everyone got pissed at that. You know, and then he came back as Mizdow, but again, that was a different thing. And as soon as Mizdow was over, they put him with Summer Rae for a week. And then he went back to jobbing. He didn't even do the impersonations anymore. He's fucking gone. You know, so that's Sandow's career pretty much. And even before, you know, the intellectual gimmick, he was just in FCW for so many years. Over 4 years, I think. It was even long. It was multiple years. And he was just down there trying to do something. I think this is probably wrong, but I think since 2005. Again, I'm probably fucking wrong because that seems like a shit ton of time. But if it is, that kind of backs up my point even more. You know, that if he wasn't doing anything, I should have just handed in the papers and quit, you know, because you look back on these kinds of things and you're like, well, shit, why are people like Otunga and Swagger still here and, you know, Sandow isn't? You know, that's what a lot of people are saying. Like, oh, David Otunga's here. Oh, Jack Swagger's here. All these other fucking people are here. You know, Eva Marie. Everyone's saying that. But you know what, man? It's not our choices, okay? I think, let's look at this. All right. Swagger, not that many fans, okay? Otunga, no one really gives a shit. Everyone hates Eva Marie. In the WWE, okay, you all need jobbers. We need jobbers. That's how people get over, all right? And yeah, sometimes talented people like Barrett, like Riley, like Sandow, like Marella have to become jobbers sometimes. And that's why I'm not looking at these releases as a bad thing, because these guys getting fired can, you know, or, you know, ending contracts for Barrett's case, maybe others, I don't fucking know. You know, I'm just some guy on the internet. But now they can go and do their separate things and they can be talented guys. I think Marella is actually, he's done wrestling for good, but he can go on and do other things, you know. And that, you know, all those other guys, if they want to pursue pro wrestling, they could do that. I think Barrett said he needs some time off for a while, but, you know, I'll get into that later. But again, you know, my issue, though, with Sandow, okay, now this is my really big issue because everyone's freaking out about Barrett, but they're not it's not really bad because we all know that Barrett was going to leave beforehand and he really wanted to leave. So, you know what, everyone's not really, it's not a surprise to most people. Everyone's freaking out about Sandow, like, oh, he deserved more, and oh, I love Sandow, and oh, I've been complaining for years. Well, you know, here's the thing, okay? The whole reason, or I'm sorry, the main reason, okay, that Daniel Bryan became the WWE World Champ, and no offense to Bryan, I fucking love that guy. One of my favorite of all time. One of my favorites. I love him to death. He's amazing. But the reason, not the problem, the reason, or one of the reasons, you know, but this was a big one, that he got over was not because of his fancy pro wrestling skills. It was not because of his abilities on the mic or anything like that. It's not because he had a fucking huge beard. The reason was because the fans loved him so much. And I said, oh, we love Sandow so much, but do you really hear people in segments that aren't even having to do with him, and people are chanting Sandow's name, you know? In the Royal Rumble, if Sandow wasn't there, which he wasn't, did you hear people chanting his name? No, you don't hear it. Or, you know, you don't hear it in Raws and SmackDowns. You don't hear, well, SmackDown has an excuse. They mute out the crowd sometimes. So Raw, you know, that's just live. And a lot of dedicated fans go there most of the time. Or, you know, and like big events like WrestleMania and shit. Or pay-per-views in general. And you don't really hear Damian Sandow chants. Sorry. You don't really see Damian Sandow signs, you know, and that's the problem. With Daniel Bryan, the reason he got over was because everyone was chanting his name. One of the most important, I know Triple H said this, you know, one of the biggest fucking things as a sign, it was like the WWE World title was going to be created, and it was like the biggest shit happening. It was like the biggest moment in history in 2013. And everyone was just chanting Daniel Bryan just because, you know, he deserved that, you know, and no one cared about Cena. No one cared about Randy Orton. No one cared about Triple H. No one cared about the title, really. Everybody there in that night was chanting for Daniel Bryan. And that's just how it is. That was exactly around the time where they sparked shit where he was going to go over, you know? So that's what I'm saying. You know, with Sandow, everyone's saying, oh, I loved Sandow. I cried for him. Well, fucker, you didn't really do it at all, you know, not very noticeable, you know. That's fine if people love Sandow. I loved Sandow a lot, ladies and gentlemen. But after 2013, I gave up on the guy because there was really nothing there. You know, it was done, it was over with, and he didn't really have anything to do. That was it for him. Yeah, that's kind of it, you know. And again, it's fine if you like Sandow. Again, I fucking love Sandow. I gave up hope on him until he came back with Mizdow, but you know, I've gave up hope on him again a while back since he was done with that stuff. So that's sad. I'm not really upset about it. I'm kind of happy because now he can go and he could do shit. You know, if he doesn't even want to wrestle anymore, That's fine. You know, if I was him, and again, maybe I'm just some guy on the internet and I don't know what I'm talking about. Maybe he was fine with his time in the WWE. I don't know, but if I was him, I would be kind of mad, and I'd go out and I'd fucking steal the show at places like TNA if they're even gonna give him money, and Ring of Honor and shit like that. I mean, Christ, you know, even the jobbers in the WWE, they make a shit ton of money, you know. So he doesn't even have to worry about that. But if he's wanting to wrestle, I'd be very happy to see him in other places. You know, fucking go to Japan. I don't care. Let's talk about who's next. Let's talk about Barrett, okay? For those viewers who usually don't watch all the fucking minutes of this video, let's talk about this, okay? Because I know that Sandow and Barrett are the main ones for you. Then I'll talk about Marella. I'll do Riley real quick, and that'll be the end of the video. I'll touch on the rest of the fuckers that I really don't care about. Talking about Barrett, okay? As I said, there really isn't much to say about this, all right? I was going to make a while back when we found out that Barrett was not going to re-sign, and, you know, he was like, oh, I'm done, and I'm not going to resign. It was a big deal. Everybody was flipping their shit for some reason, you know? I was going to make a video on it, and I'm like, what am I doing? You know, I really didn't think it was a big deal, you know, because, and sometimes I made a lot of videos that don't really have any purpose. Some of them are, like, really crazy shit, like China fucking dying. Samoa Joe won that NXT title. There's some times where I really do have just get videos out just to inform people about shit and my opinions. But Barrett leaving, I mean, I summed it up in a few sentences, not even a paragraph. It was like 3 sentences on Instagram, and that was kind of it. You know, I didn't really have much to say because, you know, it's not really a surprise if anybody quit these days. You know, everyone's fucking getting injured. All this crazy shit's happened. You know, ratings are dropping, stocks are dropping. Vince's booking skills are decreasing every day, you know. And yes, they've been doing pretty good so far, but, you know, I think this is the part where it starts dropping again. You know, this always happens. All right. What's next here? So yeah, I really didn't have much to say about Barrett not getting released. The fucking video about people getting released, about him wanting to leave or not wanting to resign, you know, so wanting to leave pretty much. And I really didn't have much to say because it didn't come as a shock, as I said. And again, a lot of people were flipping their shit. I didn't really get why, you know, because I mean, this stuff happens, and, you know, that's just how it works. All right, and then especially, let me add in here that everyone was saying, oh, Simon Gotch is going to get released because he almost killed Enzo. Oh, Randy Orton is going to get released. Like, these people are so dumb, man. Some of these people. But again, with Barrett's career, he was in one of my favorite matches of all time, the Elimination Chamber 2012 match. It was him, Brian, you know, and Big Show, the Great Khali, shit like that. Cody Rhodes and Santino Marella. That was literally my favorite Elimination Chamber match of all time, and one that it's semi-top. I'm actually thinking about making a top 10 matches from 2012 to 2016 video, which is, you know, that's when I started watching wrestling to now. And I think that's like number 6 or 7, that match. It's very underrated in my opinion because I fucking loved it. You know, that was a really good match, and he's in it. You know, for singles, no, none of these guys are in it. But still, you know, that's not what we're trying to look at here. All right. Again, Barrett, he said he doesn't want to wrestle for a while. That's fine. I can just imagine him being like I don't know, just in fucking movies and shit. I don't know. I don't even know what I'm talking about. That's kind of it. You know, if he wants to do other stuff, you know, be Mick Foley, make a book, come back for the WrestleMania main event. I don't know. Maybe he can go to Japan, as I said. Him and Sandow can make a team. The fired men. Yeah, that team's gonna fucking win the titles. Watch it happen. The fired men win the New Japan Pro Wrestling tag team titles. Ring of Honor, all that shit. You know, he can do whatever he wants. He can go on Colt Cabana's podcast and make an almost 2-hour thing with him complaining about the WWE. I don't give a shit. I would fucking love to see either this man or Ryback. I heard a lot of stuff about Ryback. I'm thinking about adding him to an episode of the Ordinary Wrestling Show because I really just don't want to make a whole video dedicated to fucking Ryback. So yeah, Honestly, that video is probably coming out today or tomorrow. I'm gonna have at least 3 videos coming out this weekend, so that's good. But yeah, this is what's really happening here. He can go on fucking Colt Cabana, as I said. Honestly, if that happened, if he just went on any podcast and just started bashing on the WWE, or I'm sorry, Punk said he didn't bash on the WWE. God damn it, I love Punk to death, but we all get what happened there. It was all true. It was all blah blah blah. That's another video. You get what I'm trying to say. I'm not against Punk saying the shit he did because it was all true and it was all fucking entertaining for me. But I'm just saying. That's not even part of this fucking video. Barrett, he can do whatever he wants. I don't care. Thank you for your time in the WWE. All right, moving on now. Who did I say? All right, Santino Marella. Okay, I didn't really have much to say about him either. Okay, Santino. Looking back on his career, I felt like he could have been used in a lot of better ways. When I was watching the WWE, when he was around 2012, 2013, I was like, look at this fucking guy. We're running around. You can see his nips most of the fucking time. He's running around doing this little Cobra thing and blah, 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 always jobbing out to people and bubbles everywhere with Emma. It was really dumb. It was really dumb. So I thought that was so stupid, and I hated the guy. And then he retired in, I think, 2014 or probably 2015. I think it was 2015. I don't know, but probably 2014. One of those two. Maybe it was even 2013. I don't fucking know. I'm blanking out here. I really haven't thought about him, in months. So, I don't know. It's a blank space. So really, though, I was like, look at this fucking guy. He's an idiot. I hope he gets released. And looking back, now that I know all the shit I do, I'm like a fucking library of wrestling now for the WWE. I'm not an indie guy. So pretty much, looking back, I'm like, wow, that's kind of a waste of talent because I kind of liked it, And I get it. He kind of looked like one of the guys to me, And I had to look up pictures for this video. And then I saw like, oh, I didn't know he was U.S. champ. Well, I know he did. I know he had the title. I didn't know how he won it. So I look up on YouTube, Santino won the U.S. title. And I watched that and I was like, huh, all right, well, shit. I guess he did do stuff. I don't know though. That's just the young me. A little more stupid than I am now. Probably equal, but still. That's really all I have to say for Santino. Now, Riley. All right. I really don't got much to say for Riley either. Just the fact that he was really talented, did that shit in NXT with The Miz. And once he was done with The Miz, didn't do shit. Again, a waste of talent. He's been floundering around, and that's kind of it. Best of luck to all these guys. Cameron, I hate that bitch so much. She's not even in this fucking thing. She's not even in it. I don't even want to talk about her. I'm so fucking happy. I'm so stoked that this total diva is gone. I'm so happy. She was so annoying. My fucking God. I remember one of my first impressions on her, was Stone Cold asked, what was your favorite fucking match? And she said, Alicia Fox versus Melina on Raw. It's just, and I was fucking dying. He was fucking cussing at her. And you know what, man? It was amazing. I loved it. So fuck her. I don't give a shit. Moving on, El Torito and Hornswoggle. I don't really give a shit. They can do their own things. That's fine. Was never really a big fan. Best of luck. And Zeb Colter, again, not doing much. Best of luck, So, yeah, for some of these guys, I'm going to miss Sandow. It was a missed opportunity. Riley, I didn't see much of him, but again, a good talent. It's a shame, again, with him and Barrett. So those 3 guys, those are the ones I'm upset about because they have so much talent, and now I'm happy that they can go to other places. The ones I care less about, Marella, El Torito and Hornswoggle, Colter, and fucking Cameron, those guys. I'm sorry. Those guys, I really don't give a fuck about, but for Riley, Sandow, and Barrett, best of luck to you in the future. great talent. So, hopefully, man, they can go and do their own thing. They can do whatever they want. I don't care. They can win the WWE title in Chicago. They can go to New Japan with Carl Anderson, come back, and with AJ Styles. They could do whatever they want. They could put the WWE title in their fridge after they win in Chicago. I don't fucking know. They could do whatever you want. But that's them. You know what, man? I'm just some guy. And hopefully it all goes well for him, Anyways, guys, thank you so very much for watching. This was Pipe Bomb City. Be sure to check my Instagram at instagram.com/pipebombcity, and be sure to subscribe, like this video, and comment your opinions. All right, the next few messages or a few minutes here are going to be for subscribers only if you're interested in my content. All right, I'm going to try. I can guarantee there will be a video tomorrow. I can guarantee it. And if there's not, I'm going to do, I'll put Bo Dallas as my profile picture for a day. I don't know. A fucking year. I don't give a shit. But I can almost guarantee you that there will be a new video. I'm thinking about having another Ordinary Wrestling Show episode. I've been kind of making the show lately just full of random shit, and I was just spewing shit, and there's really nothing to talk about. I just kind of like, all right, well, I need to make a video, so let's just do the Ordinary Wrestling Show. But now I have stuff I actually want to talk about, and which is why the purpose of the show, to get tons of ideas stacked in one show. Episode 13 I really didn't like. It was about what's it called? It was I gotta look it up now. Hold on. Okay. All right, here we go. I really didn't like episode 13. I was fine with 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm fine with those. I was really unhappy with episode 13, though, because it was just random shit, and I was just doing it just to do it. And that kind of seemed disgraceful to me. I really hated it. It was fucking 30. It was almost 30 minutes long. Like, Christ. I wouldn't watch that. It was just awful. So I talked about, like, the Bullet Club, Enzo and Cass, WWE Payback. And I really just didn't like that video. I really didn't like it. So I'm pretty happy that now I get to go and I can talk about Ryback. I was going to talk about Camp WWE. I was probably going to talk about, what's his face? Chris Jericho, So I'm kind of looking forward to that. Anyways, guys, thank you so very much for watching this video. I really appreciate it. Be sure to subscribe, like, and comment. Be sure to check out my Instagram, instagram.com/pipebombcity. We're going to try and hit, I made some goals. I put it in my my bio. By at least July, I'm going to try and get 50 subscribers. By September, I want 100, which is like 2 months after I got 50, or my goal-wise. So that's my year anniversary, and I really want to get 100 at least, so that's good. And by the end of the year, I want to get 250, so I'm looking forward to that, Anyways, thank you guys so very much for watching. This is Pipe Bomb City, and I will see you all next time.